Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Catherine Harris and I'm going to be doing a demonstrative presentation on how to make a Greek cultural delight called hummus. And I'd like to take a moment and introduce, or at least show, my supportive management team who has so kindly volunteered to be with us today. Latoya, Suzanne, Evelyn, Corey, and our camera person Lorena. No, you have to turn it around. So I was charged with doing something that was cultural, and in the Greek culture there are three items that are really important, and it's family, food, and pride. And I think that really for any culture that's true, but particularly true in the Greek culture. And food and family are probably the most important, and in the Greek culture there's not a single piece of food that takes less than a half a day to prepare, with the possible exception of hummus. So we're going to do hummus today because we have a limited time period, and I want to show you how to make it. It's actually a Middle Eastern meal or appetizer, because hummus in Turkish means chickpeas. And but through all the battles that have happened between the Greeks and the Turks, the recipes have been handed back and forth. So anybody who knows their history knows that those borders have changed regularly. And over the period of time, hummus actually became a Greek staple, but it started out in the Middle East. It's one of the oldest foods that's been recorded to have been being made. So the main ingredients of hummus are tahini, which is a sesame paste, our garbanzo beans or chickpeas, olive oil, lemon, and garlic. So it's very simple, but really tasteful. So let's put it together and see what we get. So first thing we're going to do is add a little bit over a cup of chickpeas into a blender, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of tahini paste, we want to get it all because this is an important part. And a tablespoon of chopped garlic. Obviously, each recipe is a little bit different based on how you were taught to make it. In Greece, we call our grandmothers yaya, and my yaya taught me to make it this way. But I'm sure that if you met another Greek person or a person from the Middle East, they would do it differently. So we blend all this together as soon as I can make it work. I just want to take a minute, make sure it's all blended because it should have a creamy consistency. And then you're going to put the olive oil in a little bit at a time. So see if I can do it without spilling. And again, we just want to make sure that it's good and creamy. Take a couple minutes. Look creamy? Obviously, it will go quicker if you make it in a bigger Cuisinart, but seeing as I'm in my office, this was the second best solution. And we'll spoon it out onto a plate. In an artful, decorative style. You can garnish it with some black olives, some oregano sprigs. And the best way to serve it, or the traditional way, is with sliced pita. So for those of you who are not on a diet, there's some pita squares or pieces. For those of you who might be more calorie conscious, you can also serve it with some cucumber spears. A little bit lower in calorie and fresher for you. And there you have the traditional Greek appetizer of hummus, pita, and cucumber. Opa!